Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Coffee's hot, frequency's alive. 145.430. You listening to the morning hum? This is the Coffee Break Net. Steam rising but the sunrise glows. Signals bouncing nice and low. Foothill light and silicon sky. Morning check-ins rolling by. Call sign ready, mic in hand. Voices drifting through the band. RF dancing in the air. Someone's mobile somewhere out there. Keyed up, drop your sign. One at a time. You're sounding fine. Sip so don't rush the day. Net control will lead the way. Coffee on the console. Radio's awake. Morning on the machine. Give and take. Voices in the speaker, smooth and clean. So like riding on the beam. Checking out, don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. From the hills to the bay. W6EK Echo starts the day. Check here. AllStarLink been feeling strong. Echolink brings friends along. Mobile bass or handheld tight. Everyone's sounding right. Morning traffic rolling through. Signal reports 5x2. Laughing in between the keys. Coffee cup and beat my R's. Mic drop, carry a tone. You're never really alone. One more round, take your place. Good vibes on the interface. Coffee on the console. Radio's awake. Morning on the machine. Give and take. Voices and the speaker, smooth and clean. Sunlight riding on the beam. Check it out. Don't hesitate. This is how we caffeinate. Morning voices, RF stream. Coffee break, live on the machine. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Coffee's hot. Frequency's alive. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Good morning. Voices. Stand by. Stand by. Good morning, operators. Stand by. Stand by. Good morning, operators. Stand by.
Good morning, everyone. It is time for the Coffee Break Net. The Coffee Break Net is sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club on the W6EK Repeater in Auburn, California. I am Theta, W6EWF, and along with Gerry, W6E, we will be your net control hosts and conversation facilitators for the morning. So who's out there who wants to do a quick in and out and get your day on the road?
Good morning, Theta, KB6 SSN. K06IHJ, good morning.
Good morning, Theta Net, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey.
W6EKV, good morning.
Kilo Quebec 4, Alpha Papa Delta. Good morning.
Okay, let's see. This is the list that we heard thus far. KQ4 APD, N6CKB, KG6 NLW, K06IHJ, and KB6 SSN. Who did we miss?
KE2 GAT. In and out today, please.
KA2, Kilo Echo 2, Kilo Echo Tango, is that correct?
That would be Kilo Echo 2 George Alpha Tango. Kilo Echo 2 George Alpha Tango. In and out today.
Okay, and can I get a name for the log, please?
Sure thing. The name here is Walter, and I'm out of New York.
Okay, Walter, out of New York, we will put you down as a quick in and out, and go up to the top of my list. KB6SS and Tom. I imagine that you and Larry are sitting shoulder to shoulder.
Well, Theta, you have a vivid imagination, but today is not the case. No, Larry and I will be getting together tomorrow morning, but we are working independently today, so there you go. And he had mentioned, I think the next time we talked on the following Thursday, that I had seen the promo for the movie. It was coming out in March. Well, it's March, and apparently it's in theaters. I haven't seen it. I am looking forward to hearing the critique people who have seen it. I know I've talked to a lot of people who read the book. I have not yet. I haven't. I just haven't read it yet. But apparently the movie's out, so I'm very much curious about that. To refresh your memory, and I don't think this is any spoiler because it's in all the trailers. This gentleman wakes up and he's in space in a spaceship, and he doesn't know how he got there. So there you go. That's how it starts. So there's that, and then let's see here. Larry and I have been working on some things. Larry is a YouTube star. There you go. I mean, the guy has got the ability to pull in watchers. I don't know what it is. He just got that star quality. So he tested a Baofeng radio with a Mirage amplifier, and the feedback that we got on it was, why would you amplify a Baofeng? Well, according to the Tiny SA, it's clean. It's at least 60 dB down or better. All of the spurs on it, so it's clean enough to pass any inspection. But the fact is that with that feedback, I'm going to make him do it again, but I'm going to make him use a better HT this time. I think that'll be pleasing to our viewers. Let's put it that way.
I'm not sure how I feel about this. The two of you going out there and throwing all of this stuff out into the airways, You know, I don't think it was designed to be truly educational or scientific. You may be corrupting YouTube.
Oh, gosh. Well, from what I can see on YouTube, I probably am in good company. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a for-profit channel or anything like that. We're not monetized. It's purely for a hobby, for fun. We have no intention of becoming YouTube contributors or anything like that. It's just something fun to do. Honestly, it was a place to put the videos so they didn't fill up my phone. And people started watching, and I went, hey, look, Larry, people are watching. Let's make videos. So we did. It's fun. It's just something to do.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are having a great time playing radio and playing with YouTube, and that's great. I'm glad that you're doing that.
So let's see if we can find somebody that's seen this movie, Hail Mary, so we can find out if it's any good or not. KB6SSN, you have a great morning, Theta. We'll talk to you soon. 7-3.
Well, I know our daughter plans to see it, so I'll get a report from her whenever that happens. You have a great day, Tom. Nice talking to you. This is W6EK K06IHJ. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning, Theta, Gerry, Rocky. I still say hello to Mizo, and it's kind of hard to follow. Oh, wait, this is K06IHJ. Yeah, we're having fun, and I am... What I'm taking out of this is the knowledge. I appreciate Tom so much sitting here and sticking up, putting up with me. Let's put it that way. I'm not the easiest one to deal with. But I have learned so much in the last just 1 year of this hobby that I've been in. It's the FG, it's brothers in the background, sorry. And that's what I take home from it. All the people, all the knowledge. There's nothing compared.
Did you get your extra, Larry?
Yes, ma'am. I got my extra back in August. It was like 9 months after my tech. I got a journal and extra together at the same time.
Ah, okay. I kind of remembered the general. I didn't remember the extra, but I was going to say, well, no excuse not to get that now with all of this wisdom and information you have going on. Well, I am glad that you're having fun playing radio.
So, Theta, you didn't hear how, I want to say not how I got my extra, but how I was forced to get my extra? Mr. W6EK and Frank, I hate his number, KG9M. Well, I hate that call. Frank and Ryan threatened me with bodily violence with baseball bats if I didn't pass.
Oh, well, now that's what I call incentive.
Theta, Frank brought the baseball bat.
So you couldn't fail. Very good. Well, I'm glad you checked in with me this morning, Larry, and glad you're having fun playing radio.
I am, and thank you for having me. Thanks for running the Coffee Break Net, and I'm going to send it back to you. And everybody have a blessed day. Get out and do something. It's beautiful out there. K06ISJ 73.
Comment.
KG6NLW. Good morning, Frank.
Oh, before I go, say that you had a comment in there.
Oh, I missed that. Go ahead, comment.
KB6SSN, just wanted to say that wasn't a bat, Larry. That was a shillelagh. KB6SSN.
Well, there you have it. It was a shillelagh, not a bat. Either way, Larry got his extra, and I think we're all the better for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, so Larry, that's why I was going to make a joke about the bat, but since the things have changed, I don't think I can make it anymore. Anyway, good morning, Theta, Gerry, Rocky, and Lynette. Kilo Golf 6, November, Lima Whiskey, Frank here. Not much going on. We had a fun time on the Ham Radio Kids table last night. We celebrated our third Hamiversary of Tuesday night videos. Yeah, that's right. There's a lot of YouTube stuff going on, a lot of fun stuff going on. Every Tuesday night before Ham Radio Clubhouse has their live stream, we have videos that get premiered ahead of time. Myself and 18 other creators, we vary, as to who has a video and who doesn't each week, so you never get the same thing week after week. We've gotten so busy, we've expanded to Wednesdays and Thursday nights as well now. So there's that. So I was up late doing that, and then some meeting planning in the backside afterwards, and lots of fun. But there you have it. Yeah. Of course, Coffee Break Net is live every morning on KG6NLW on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, the Book of Faces, whatever you want to call it. And, yeah, not much else going on. Just going to have a enjoying, relaxing day. And with that, I'm going to say 73 to you. W6EWF, KG6NLW. Back to you, Theta. Good morning.
Well, you have a good morning too, Frank, and 7-3. This is W6EWF N6EKV. Good morning, Carl. What's up for you today?
Hey, good morning, Theta, Gerry, and Rocky. And I'm going to make wholesome with Ruth today. Other than that, we're going to take it easy and try to stay cool. It's going to be a warm one today. At least you get the air conditioner fixed, so we're going to be in good shape with that.
Oh, thank goodness. And that's been a fairly new system. It's surprising that you had to do that. But glad that you got it fixed. And yes, stay cool. It is going to be warm.
Yeah, so how are the Brentnalls doing over there in Loomis?
Excellently. Our darling daughter, Margaret, is here for a quick visit with Micah. His shoulder blade, or not shoulder blade, collarbone is fixed, and he got his approval from the therapist. He did have to do 20 push-ups to prove that his collarbone was back in good shape, and so he can go out and now jump on his bicycle and go leap over lumps and bumps and hills and dales and fall and break the other one.
Okay, well, that's good. Well, tell her hi for me. I haven't seen her in a long time. Anyway, that's about all we had. We got a busy but quiet day coming up.
Very good. Well, I will say hi to her for you and Ruth, and hi back to the both of you. You do have a great day. If you're out driving around, watch out for the crazy people. This is W6EWF for the Coffee Break Net.
'73 Theta. Everyone have a good Thursday. M6CKV.
KQ4 Alpha Papa Delta. Andrew, good morning.
Good morning, everybody in Coffee Net Land. Good morning, Frank. Good morning, Theta. It's just going to be a quick in and out for me. It's a beautiful day in Birmingham today. We got the sun out today, so I'm going to take advantage and get some well-needed yard work done. The grass has gotten a little too high, so we got all the fun little animals in it right now. But before I go, just want to ask everybody a quick question. What's the difference, or what does a orange and an apple have in common?
Well, I don't know, Andrew. Tell me, what does an orange and an apple have in common?
They cannot drive. Little dad joke to start everybody's morning out. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their day. Enjoy their weather and wherever they're at. I'm going to give it back to Net Control 73, and I am out.
Thank you for the bit of levity, Andrew. You have a great day. Okay, let's see. Walter, you said you were a quick in and out, KG2GAT, but I just thought I'd come back to you to see if you have anything else to add for the Coffee Break Net. And nope, he's true in and out, here and there, done and gone. Okay, this is the Coffee Break Net, National Days Today. We can celebrate absolutely incredible kids, and we spent yesterday evening celebrating our absolutely incredible daughter and grandson, so I can celebrate that. It is Companies That Care. I didn't get a list on that, so I'm not sure. I'm sure there are companies that care. Certified Nurses Day, and we do want to celebrate them. It's Backyard Day. What a perfect day to celebrate our backyards. Go out and enjoy them. It's Chocolate Caramel Day. That's an excellent thing to celebrate. Let's laugh. We can do that here. And it's Poultry Day. Did you know that Americans eat an average of 101 pounds of poultry through the course of a year? We like our chicken. Okay, let's do another round of in and outs before we get to Rag Chews. So who else is out there for a quick in and out?
Hey, W6LUV, good morning. Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, over. KV6E, Kilo 0, Romeo Foxtrot.
KD3HAN.
KK5 Golf Whiskey November. Good morning, Theta.
Whiskey Bravo 3, Charlie Sierra Yankee for a quick comment.
Alpha Kilo 6, Sierra Queen, A6 SQ.
All right, let me see who I've got here. Alpha Kilo 6, Sierra Quebec, got you. We'll get back to you in a moment. KB3CSY. I'm sorry, WB3CSY. You said you had a quick comment. Are you out the door?
Negative, Theta, thanks. I just have a comment for Tom regarding the movie Project Hail Mary. As far as I know, that begins tomorrow, the 20th, nationwide, and I plan to see it here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in IMAX. It is available in IMAX, and my wife and I read the book in both sons, and we can't wait to see it. And when the gentleman asked about the apple and the orange, on my clear note, he broke up just as he gave the punchline. So could you repeat that for us, please, Theta? And back to you, and I'm clear and listening. WB3CSY, Rick in Lancaster.
I think the punchline was that neither one of them could drive. Thanks for the update on Project Hail Mary. Okay, back to my list. KJ5GWN. Anna, we knew your voice. We missed the call. Probably should have memorized it by now, but what is your complete call, Anna?
Kilo Delta 3 Alpha Juliet November, KD3 AJN.
KD3AJN. We'll be right back to you. There was a call ending in RF. Who was that?
Kilo 0, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot.
Kilo 0, Juliet Romeo Foxtrot. Yeah, you and Anna stepped on each other perfectly, so we only got that. KB6ED, we got that. KO6KMR and KB6LUV. I'm going to say we didn't miss anybody in that round, so let's go up to Brett, KB6LUV. Good morning, Brett. What's up for you?
Well, good morning, Theta, Gerry, Rocky, everybody else out there in the Coffee Break Net land. Also, good morning to my mom, Bonnie, in Newton, Kansas. Morning, Mom. Love you. Hope you're having a good day. I'm glad I got in on this round because she's about to take off and run some errands, so she got the chance to listen in to the coffee break this morning. So, yeah, it's a gorgeous day here in South Natomas. It is going to be a warm one, I guess. We, Northern Californians are quite spoiled. You know, we complain when it's hot, complain when it's cold, and it's not either one of those when it really is. So it's going to be a good, nice day. I'm out still working on the pool, getting that ready to open it probably for the earliest pool opening that I can remember of since the 25 years that I've lived here in Sacramento.
Well, yeah, today is going to be a good day to jump in the pool because it's supposed to be almost 90 and probably will be.
Yeah, I don't quite have the pool to...
Well, by 3 o'clock this afternoon, that may feel pretty good. So go out there and get that pool sparkling so you can jump into it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will. Hi. Project Hail Mary. Oh, my gosh. I burned through that book in 3 days. I look forward to the movie. Amazing book. I would also recommend he also did The Martian, and oh my gosh, there's one other book out there that Andy Weir was the author did. But anyway, that's my 2 cents for the day. Everybody out there in Coffee Break Net land, I hope you have an incredible day. It is going to be absolutely gorgeous here in Northern California. So enjoy it. Carpe diem. I will say, be blessed. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. KB6LUV. Give love. 73. Clear and listening.
Well, good morning to you, and good morning to Bonnie. We're glad you're listening, and have fun running your errands. This is W6EWF for the Coffee Break Net, KO6KMR. Good morning, Robert.
Well, good morning to you, Theta, and all the gang here. I'm kind of excited today. I'm going to go ahead and take that extra test early before I even finish that class. I've been going through this material so much, and I've gotten to the point now where I don't even have to read the question. I just know the answer to them. So I said, I'm just going to go ahead and take it and see what I do on it. Over.
Worst that'll happen is $14 down the tube. You'll turn around and take it again, and you're going to ace it. You won't have to retake. You will just go in there and rattle it right off and be done with it and be happy and be an extra the next day.
Yeah, unless I go in there and vapor lock or do something crazy like that. But otherwise, I think it's going to turn out just fine. I will go ahead and finish the class, though. I think the class is really a good thing, and it does explain a lot of stuff. But like I say, I just keep going over these tests and all the questions and all that stuff and seem to be doing all right. So I said, just go ahead and try it and see what you can do. And I appreciate it on that note. I'm just going to say Kilo Oscar 6, Kilo Mike Romeo, and I'm just going to monitor and drink a cup of coffee with you guys. Over.
That's why we're here. You have a great day, Robert. This is W6EWF, KB6ED. Ed, good morning.
Good morning, Theta. Good morning, Gerry. And good morning to the net. Yeah, I got to throw my ditto in there about Project Hail Mary. I'm going to have to wait for a while to see it. My daughter has a birthday, April 11th, and I think the plan is that we'll meet somewhere. She lives in San Francisco. Might meet in San Rafael or Nevada or someplace in between and have a meal and a movie and just make an event of it. I read the book. It was awesome, and definitely looking forward to the movie. And I think Ryan Gosling was a perfect choice. I hear the reviews are all outstanding, which doesn't always mean a lot, but I'm excited about that movie, yeah. So, it's going to get to 85 here in Burgess Valley. Time to throw the gloves on here this morning and get some work done before the heat. Not that that's terribly hot. That's actually a beautiful day, but yeah, everything's bloomed out. It's definitely spring.
Very good. Yes, it is definitely spring. Our mandarin trees, everyone will be delighted to know, are just loaded with blossoms. So that presages a very good crop this year. So we will be, about November, we will be begging people to come pick mandarins.
Well, that's awesome. I actually haven't had a look at my dad's got a couple orange trees and a Meyer lemon, and I haven't been over there to have a look at them. I've had somebody else has hopped in and taken care of him, and I skipped this week, but I'll catch up with him next week and see what's going on. Probably throw some special fertilizer under those trees and anticipating some good crop. So anyway, back to you, and I'll catch you next week. KB6ED and join the net. 7-3.
Well, that's very good. Yes, go take care of those lemon trees. This is W6EWF for the Coffee Break Net, K06JRF. Good morning. I'm sorry, K0JRF.
Yeah, I was in just for a quick in-out this morning. Just off in middle of my work day right now. But got a lot of things going on the computer, and love listening in the morning sometimes when I have a chance and hearing all the chatter. Back to net.
Well, I'm glad that you like listening to us. Can I get a name for you for our list? I don't have one here.
Absolutely. The name here is JR.
Thank you. Well, JR, hope you have a good day and that your work goes well and none of your computers misbehave.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Back to net.
KD3AJN. Good morning, Anna. How are you doing?
Good morning, Theta, and everyone else on the net this morning. Well, I'm doing okay. Glad that our weather is coming along and getting better. Monday it was 60 degrees in the morning, and we had snow in the evening. And today it's supposed to be in the 50s, and by Sunday it's supposed to be up to 70. But that's not going to last long either. It keeps going up and down. But this is still March, and it's still winter here, so, even though the calendar says tomorrow's spring. But there isn't spring in Pennsylvania at this time of the year. Other than that, not too much else going on. Everybody have a good day. 83 AJN.
Well, thanks for checking in, Anna, and I hope you have a good day, too. And eventually the weather will settle down, and it will be spring for 2 days, and then it will be summer. It seems to be the way it works. You have a great day. Let's see. I got you, Rick. You had your comment. AK6SQ. Jeff, good morning.
Good morning, Theta. Good morning, Gerry. Good morning, everyone on the net. This is AK6SQ. Yeah, it's a wonderful morning out here in Old Roseville. Looking forward to a little bit of a morning spending some time with my wife, or XYL, to get used to that kind of small call or cosign for the wife, I guess. I had a comment to Brett. He mentioned, well, everyone mentioned Project Hail Mary, which I'm sure is going to be amazing. I'm waiting for the book to be done by my wife so that I can start reading it. And you mentioned, Brett, The Martian, which is another great book. For those that are more looking for like a space opera or like some more dramatic things, maybe you were thinking of The Expanse book series, starting with Leviathan Wakes by James S.A. Corey. That is another good book series that my wife wholeheartedly recommends. My wife is the librarian who likes science fiction books, and I am the librarian's husband who is more into fantasy books. Back to you, Theta.
So the Expanse series, I have not read that. You know, a librarian who likes science fiction was the one who saved me in middle school, because she got me turned on to Robert Heinlein, and I just went from there and would go sit in the library and read all kinds of things that were that the experts would say were above my reading level. But yes, I appreciate a librarian who likes science fiction. So thank you for that.
It is a match made in heaven between the two of us for books that we also share a common love. So it's our enjoyment. I'm really glad to hear that you had someone back in the day that led you on to some great books in a hard time of life. That seems to be the case for a lot of us. Back to you.
Indeed. Middle school is kind of like Lord of the Flies, so yeah, to have somebody say, here, I think you'll like this book, and to absolutely love that book, and then go from there, and gives you a safe space to go read those books, that's an invaluable gift that she gives to the world.
Yeah, I hope she sees it more through your eyes someday than she sees it through her own eyes. A little bit self-critical, but I will keep reminding her. My book was The Hobbit in 4th grade, which was also, quote-unquote, above my reading level for 4th grade, but tore through that book in an afternoon. Anyway, I took up plenty of my time. Thank you for the chat. I wish you all a great day. This is Jeff from Old Roseville, calling out and saying 7-3 to all. AK6SQ, clear and listening.
Well, and thank you for I agree with you about The Hobbit. That was golden. That still is golden. AK6SQ, you have a great day, Jeff. This is W6EK. This is the Coffee Break Net, and apparently the topic of the day is Project Hail Mary. So if you've read it and have an opinion about it, let us know. Otherwise, you can talk about your absolutely incredible kids. You can talk about your backyard and what you plan on doing to enjoy your backyard, and other good things. Poultry, your favorite chicken recipe. We haven't had recipes in a while. Let's do favorite chicken recipes. So this is the Coffee Break Net. Who's out there? And I'm going to do Rag Chew if you are so inclined, or In and Out. And if you want to be an In and Out, I will put you at the top of the list.
Good morning, Theta. This is W6EK and Theta, being the time has changed, you can put me at the bottom of the list.
Did you skip me, Theta? This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
Oh, Will, I did skip you. I am so sorry. I will get right to you. So I've got Will, KJ5GWN, and Mark, WB6BJN, and N9MUF. So, Will, good morning.
Good morning, Theta. And no, I've not read Project Hail Mary. I don't know if it's available on audio or not. So, anyway, have not read that book. Weather here is going to be up to 88. It's currently 62. Going up to a high of 88. And down to a low of about 50, 51 degrees. So it's going to get warm here in Oklahoma. So anyway, waiting on Mark to tell us what the rest of the weather's going to do. So anyway, back over to you, Theta. This is KJ5 Golf Whiskey November.
How are the fires in your area? I know for a while there were some very close to you. Is that still going?
Not right now, but it's still very dry here. We could use some more rain.
I understand that. We could too, and more snow up in the Sierra, so we will hope for that kind of thing to happen. Well, you have a great day, Will, and I'm sorry that I skipped over you. I will flagellate myself because of that. You have a great day. N9MUF, good morning, Daniel.
Good morning, Theta, Gerry, and the Net. After a few days of gray skies, we've got sunshine here, and it promises to be fairly decent weather. Though POTA Day will actually be tomorrow. I'm just going to do a couple things to prep up for it, and I'll be good to go.
Very good. What do you plan on activating on your POTA?
Hopefully CW. We'll see how it goes since all the ID10T issues have been solved, I think. And we might do a CW activation and I know it's the same activation, but might try for it both on CW and on FT8, FT4. We'll just have definitely the CW portion.
Oh, very good, very good. Well, that'll be fun. Is it going to be a motorcycle POTA or a car POTA?
It will be a car POTA. My son will be coming with me, and just given some of the conditions and everything, we'll be better off in the car.
I understand. Very good. Well, that'll be fun to have your son with you and participating in that also. Does he have his ticket too?
He doesn't. He tried for it a few years ago. The math kind of confuzzled him. He's not very solid on math. And I told him that in the end, if he just wanted to memorize the answers to anything that was math-related, that was more than okay. I think actually getting out and doing radio together with me is starting to get him interested in it again, so we'll see. He also has some friends talked to him several months ago, and did you know your dad's an amateur radio operator and he's got a website? And and all that. And so he was really pleased by that, and I think that might be getting him interested as well.
Very good. Well, yeah, sometimes it just takes time. That's exactly how our daughter got her license. Gerry found the ham study out of, I think it was ARRL's list of questions, and she just memorized the answers to all the list of questions. Fortunately, she has a very good memory, and she sat down and just aced that test, no problem at all. And she came out laughing, saying, I got a perfect score, and I don't understand any of that.
I think for him, he understands it. He just hit the test, and I think he was also intimidated. He was a 12-year-old taking a test with a bunch of adults in the room, and I think that intimidated him a little bit.
Yeah, I think Margaret was 12 too, but I can understand how that would be a little nervous-making. They feel like people are watching you. But Gerry points out that she had to do the code too, and that became an issue. So at least your son doesn't have to do that.
Well, he'll pick up on it fairly quickly. He was learning. I was playing the MP3s, or what we used to call tapes and CDs. I've got them on tape and CD. Just doing a review, getting back up to speed, and he was picking it up very quickly. What I do is I use the CW decoder on the KX3 and then another one on the phone, so he can follow along. He's my logger. And it was really great. I'm sitting there calling CQ, and he's, Dad, what's the K for? And I explained a little bit more of the idioms to him, because he's seen me do it on FT4 and FT8, and he noticed the difference in the call.
Well, that's how it starts. That's good. Well, you have fun. Is your floor weasel purring in your lap?
Usually she is. She isn't here today. I'm not worried, because that's how cats are sometimes. But given the fact that yesterday she absolutely wouldn't leave, and during the interview she's walking back and forth and waving her tail in front of me and making biscuits on my leg. Maybe she was like, okay, I've done enough damage to him. I think I'll step away and give him a break for a bit. And also, I might have scared her. I was setting up a new monitor last night on Tuesday morning. When I woke up and came to the desk, I found out that the monitor had let the magic smoke out of it. And you don't realize how much you depend on screen real estate until you don't have it. And last night I got it all hooked up, and it didn't want to activate, so I switched computers, switched it up to the Mac right at the end of the night, and I'm like, okay, at least it's working. And then a few more cable shenanigans this morning, and I've got both monitors back for the Shack box.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see what's going on when you can't see what's going on. Oh, how frustrating. Well, I'm glad that you got it all straightened out. And she was just helping you with your interview. She was trying to make sure that you would just ace that. Obviously, anybody who has a cat is good employee material.
When I was a hiring manager, we actually used that question. We'd ask people about their pets. Of course, you can't ask about their spouse or their kids, but you can ask about pets. And it wasn't to see whether or not they had pets. How they responded told us a lot about their empathy. If they were like, well, gee, I really wish I could have pets, but my apartment won't let me, or I've got allergies, that would be one thing. But if they really acted in a derogatory manner, it told us that if they were willing to treat animals that way, they were probably willing to treat people that way too.
That makes perfect sense to me. Yes, if you have an animal who lives in your house and you don't love the animal, then yeah, there's a disconnect.
And it was a nice way of about the said person's personality without asking them directly about it. They thought we were just making conversation. It really proved to be a telling question. There were some people who we were sometimes on the fence about. They had the technical chops, and we'd go back and review their personality and their culture and their attitude toward others, and that question would often come back as the, well, you know, this was a good red flag.
You know, that makes perfect sense to me. So, so see, she was trying to help you.
She absolutely was. So my day today is going to be trying to get all the monitor remains out of my office and get it cleaned up a bit, put the monitor back that I stole from another system. So at least I could have two monitors for a while. I didn't want to sit there and twist in my desk to try and read that smaller monitor off to the side. And just breathe, maybe step out, enjoy the good weather, and a couple more touch-ups so that as soon as the job search and the net is over on Friday, we can duck out and enjoy our POTA. But so far, so good. Books. I haven't read Project Hail Mary yet. I've got friends who highly recommend it, as well as all my friends here on the net. So as soon as I get through 3 series that I'm currently reading, I'll probably pick that up next. And the books that kind of got me through junior high, one was Advice and Consent by Alan Drury, and the other one was Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. And I think I read both of those when I was 12.
Another overachiever. You know, I think that a lot of us here. I was going to a Bible study class when we first joined this church, and I don't remember what inspired me to do that, but I brought along the screw tape letters with me to reference in some of the discussions that we were having. And fortunately, the minister picked right up on that and kind of embraced it, and we had some great discussions.
Screw tape letters are absolutely wonderful reading, and my only frustration with Lewis isn't with Lewis himself, it's with trying to convince people that the Narnia series
Internet disconnected.
fact that it gets stronger as it moves over the Rockies and the desert southwest means that that pressure will not weaken even directly over California. So it's a monster high. And for this time of the year, it's very, very unusual. In fact, there are places in California that could be over 100, like maybe Bakersfield has a 20 to 30% chance of being over 100. Modesto should be 93. A lot of the Sacramento, anywhere from 90 to 95 tomorrow. And then things start to cool off over the weekend, but records could still be broken, Theta, because the records are what we call soft. In other words, most of the records fall in the low to mid 80s for the next 3 days in March. Let me take a break. So because the previous records are in the 80s and not the 90s, records could be broken pretty easily. And also, the thing that people have to remember is that the body is not yet used to the heat in some form. You know, people say, well, in July and August it gets up to 105 and 10. That's true, but your body is more used to it. So the 80s, upper 80s to mid 90s and even upper 90s are hard to deal with this early because the body is not acclimated. And I was telling somebody about that who lives back here, back east, and they were saying, well, they whine in California about 80s and 90s, and that's not hot. Well, it is, depending on the time of year that happens. So I said, you got to remember that too. If we got 90-degree temperatures here right now, we'd be stifling because we've just come out of temperatures that are in the 30s. So that's what's going on in California. There'll be another little period Monday and Tuesday where it could get up to 90 degrees again, and then later in the week, it looks like temperatures will fall back again into the 70s. That'll still be a little above normal, but it will be doable. And the first day of spring is officially tomorrow, so it's going to feel more like summer than the first day of spring. But and let's hope that at some point, if this weather flips, that all those blossoms you talk about on the trees don't freeze. And you know what? You can still get a freeze in California in April. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I've seen it happen. And you never know. Back to you, Theta, and then we'll talk about the rest of the nation.
Well, of course, we're desperately hoping for more snow up in the Sierra, but yeah, not optimistic. So it's going to be another low water year for us. Hopefully next year will be better.
Well, as I've always said, La Niñas are dry years, and that's what happened overall. Although you did get some good storms, the snow that you did have in the Sierras was dry. It was not wet snow. It was dry. And, everybody says, well, when snow melts, it's wet. But, but the water content in the snow that fell, the snow was of a powdery nature because it was pretty cold at times. And so, you didn't get the type of snow that has a little water content in it. So, and I think part of the area has fallen below normal on rainfall because there was times where it didn't rain in for long periods, and that's typical of La Niña. So let me talk about that, okay? It was a weak La Niña, but nevertheless it was La Niña, and it's still going on, okay? We're still in La Niña for about another, probably when we go into April, the temperatures in the Pacific waters will drop to what we call INSO neutral. Let me take a break. then as we get into the end of June and July, they see a large area covering much of the Pacific, and we'll move into the eastern Pacific, of warm water, and that is El Nino. So late June, early July, we transfer from INSO neutral, which are normal ocean waters in the Pacific, to El Nino. And that will start to open the door. 54% of the United States is under drought right now, below average rainfall. And that covers part of the Mid-South where we are, the Deep South, Florida. Florida is in desperate need of rain. I was talking to somebody this morning that said brush fires in Florida are pretty rampant right now. And, of course, Greg there in Oklahoma, drought. Here in Tennessee, we're in drought. A lot of the Carolinas in drought. So a lot of the area back here, Texas, in drought. In fact, parts of Oklahoma could be in the 90s this weekend. Parts of North Texas could be over 100 this weekend. And it's part of that same high that's going to move eastward that's over California. And so it's a historical heat wave for a lot of people. It's going to be nice here. It's going to be in the 80s. I'm going to get outside and sit in the sun. 34 degrees on Monday. So we're going to go from that 34 degrees to temperatures in the 80s over the weekend, and not much rain for the foreseeable future back here either. So that's what's going on. But with the coming El Nino, that's going to open the door in parts of California, parts of the Florida for more rain through the season. The other piece of good news is when you get into El Nino, the hurricane seasons in the Atlantic are much less because the wind directions change to a westerly flow, and that knocks the top off of thunderstorms that are a part of hurricanes. So hopefully hurricane season I haven't quite heard what's happening, but we're going to transition pretty rapidly from what's left of La Nina to an El Nino. And even parts of California could get more rain and snow, but it's going to be warmer with El Nino. So that's pretty much the situation. And this week, a little bit of rain and freezing rain in the Michigan area, but a lot of warmer temperatures are going to happen. I know Anna something about 50s and 60s, and that's going to be the case as some of this high pressure moves eastward and warms things up back here. So there you go. But no chances of severe weather for the next 7 to 10 days, and that's a good report. Back to you there, Theta, WB6BJN.
Well, we've said it before. Weather's going to do what weather's going to do. So we'll just adjust and take care of it and put up with it. I am not going to go out today because not only is it going to be hot, but the wind is blowing, and it's blowing there's masses of yellow pollen all over every place, and I can already, even being inside with the air purifiers on, I can feel it in my throat. It's just a wonderful time of the year.
I thank God that I never had allergy problems. So many people have allergy problems and lungs and I fortunately, everybody said, "Oh, you're going to have problem with allergies," and nope, never did. Maybe there's something back here a little bit, maybe, but I don't have a real problem with allergies. I don't have a lot of problem, and I was a smoker, and I quit. But my lungs are pretty good, and my nose, I don't get a lot of that. I don't have too many allergies, and I'm so thankful. I know people, my brother and my dad had terrible hay fever problems and in California, but I guess I was the lucky one. And my resistance is real nice and high. But now I got other problems. I got a problem with my kidneys that they're going to check me out for a rare immune deficiency disease called vasculitis, and it's the body attacks the small blood vessels in my kidneys, and they found the too much protein in my urine. So next week I get to go for a biopsy. I have to go to Nashville, and they get to stick a needle in me and take a biopsy of my kidneys. I'm looking real forward to that. But I feel good, and we keep a positive attitude. Back to you there, Theta, W6BJ.
Very good. Positive attitude is the way to go about it, and I hope they figure out what's wrong and that it's easily fixable. So, yeah, we'll be thinking about that. You let us know.
Okay, I don't know what that was all about. Somebody keyed up, and it was nothing but extremely weak carrier. Yeah, they think it's fixable. It's not extremely dangerous, especially if they catch it quickly, and that's what they want to try to do with me. And the doctor said, fortunately, your kidneys are functioning quite well, so that's a good report. So we'll just say prayers that everything gets handled. Hey, Theta, great to talk to you as always, and good morning there to Gerry, and good morning to everybody on the net here. I heard Brett earlier. I always love to hear from Brett. He has such a great attitude out there, LUV out there too. So, and great to hear from everybody. So I'm going to go play with my brand new Kenwood TS590 SG. And see if I can learn more about that and check into my activity group with that radio today. So we've been having fun with that radio. Back to you, Theta, and talk to you hopefully next week. WB6BJ.
Well, you have a good week, Mark, and yes, we'll be hearing from you, but talk to you next Thursday. This is W6EWF. This is the Coffee Break Net. Let's see what is going on the Coffee Break Net. I just lost my place here. Coming up, well, of course, the Hamfest. Oh, we're excited about that, and that is coming up on the 27th. It just dropped off the list. Anyway, yes, the Hamfest, we're going to have a great time with that. Still looking for volunteers. So if you have a moment, think about volunteering for, just some small job. Like I've said before, the more people who volunteer, the less anybody has to do. And we don't want to be one of those clubs where only 10% of the club shows up to do stuff. So show up and volunteer and have fun. And all the information is on the club website. So we're looking forward to seeing you all on that day. Let's see, the monthly breakfast is also 28th. If you can't show up to the Hamfest, you might want to show up to the breakfast. Show up to the Hamfest. Come have a coffee and donut with us. No fox hunt on the 28th. So let's see. The next club meeting is April the 10th. We are at the Placer HHS Conference Center at Auburn DeWitt Center. So come enjoy the new location. Be sure and bring a food bank donation. We still take all of those donations over to the Confluence Church for them to use in the community food bank. The next fox hunt will be April 25th in the Mills parking lot. So KO6IMP is going to be the fox tender, so you're going to have to wait till the end of April to go hunt foxes. Let's see, the tech class will be starting. Oh yeah, get the word out to people who think that they might want to get a ham license. The tech class starts on April 28th and runs through March 26th, 7 p.m. on the club Zoom room. So be sure and sign up for that. Lure new techs or lure new people into the hobby. The next VE exam is April the 6th at the Confluence Church at 7 p.m. or on, let me get those dates and I will tell you when other people are doing VE testing. Anyway, those are some of the things going on. Who do we have out there who wants to join in and chat on the Coffee Break Net? If you want to be in and out, let me know. I'll put you at the top of the list.
Recheck Theta, KG6NLW.
KO6TH, good morning.
WV8GFT.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Yankee November Echo, quick in and out.
Okay, I had a quick in and out from somebody who is Alpha 6 something Yankee Tango, Echo, I don't know. Gerry has abandoned me, so I'm frantically writing these calls down myself. So if you can fill for that for me, please.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Yankee November Echo, quick in and out.
Okay, I will get right back to you. And I got WB8GFT and Greg KO6TH, and then KD6NLW had a second thought. So yes, KD6NLW, what's your second thought here?
Oh, Kilo Golf 6, November Lima Whiskey. Just a little pea-brain thought here. For those that aren't paying attention, 3Y0K is QRT. There is a pirate station out there, though, still trying to imitate them, so watch out for that. If you see 3Y0K, it's not active anymore. But CY0S, Charlie Yankee 0 Sierra, is QRV on the Sable Island DXpedition as of 21:45 UTC last night, so almost 24 hours ago now. They are operating 160 through 6, including the 23 centimeter EME band. That's a special operation. They will be running Super Fox when the pileups are big, and Fox and Hound later in the activation. They will be there through the end of the month. That's all I had. Just a little DXpedition update for everyone. Theta, back to you. KG6NLW.
Okay, thanks for the update on the DXpedition. And WA6YNE, good morning.
Good morning, Theta. Gerry's not by your side.
Anyway, just wanted to make it quick in and out and get in the log. Looking forward to Hamfest, the first of the season. Always good to see not just the boat anchors, but what everybody else has going on. That's it, just quick in and out. W6EK.
Very good. Well, Scott, yeah, I got deserted, but we are looking forward to Hempfest and looking forward to seeing you there. Well, let's see. Greg, KO6TH, good morning.
Good morning, Theta. Good morning, everyone. Greg, KO6TH. Lovely morning so far. To the Hail Mary topic, recommend going to Dr. Becky, DR_BECKY. Dr. Becky on YouTube. She's an astrophysicist, like a real one. And she has two interviews, one with, one with the actor Ryan Gosling, talking about the movie, and then she just did one with Andy Weir, the author, about the movie. And Andy's interview is really fascinating, the way he goes about making movies regarding the science of them. Again, Dr. Becky is a real astrophysicist. She studies black holes and that kind of stuff. So this is the pair of them highly recommended over on YouTube. But to other more mundane things, I got my car fixed yesterday. The root cause was a manufacturing defect, a splice that wasn't done quite right with the temperature sensor. And the car is 16 years old. That's how far back, 16 years and 3 months. That's how far back the defect was put into the car. And it's been getting, you look back in the logs, and it's been there almost since day one. Very infrequently, but got to the point where I couldn't even drive the car much at all. I would have errors come up by just going around the block. Drove all the way to Grass Valley and back last night. Not a whimper out of it. So yay! No more gas for a while until I have to go back down to the Bay Area and play with the boat. That's going to be expensive. KO6TH, back to you.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad you got that fixed. That has to have been frustrating for you for such a long time.
You know, and the information about the design of the car, there's not a whole lot out there. I was able to find it's intermittent. Was the issue. So it's very hard to track it down when it's like not failing. The symptom was all of a sudden the car thought the motor was going to melt down. That temperature sensor number 2 is reading off the charts. So we could go into limp home mode right in the middle of traffic. And, it's a little dangerous. But very erratic. And, okay, so temperature sensor going hot. Question, is that a short or an open? I couldn't even get a straight answer to that. Finally, just frustration. Okay, let's assume it's an open. So where's the connector? Where's it go? Track that down. Fortunately, the connector was easily reachable without taking half the car apart. There's a little access door in the back in the trunk, and you reach up in there, and there's the connector. So let's squirt some deoxide on it. I did that. Hey, it's better. And then, no, it's worse. It's like, oh, God. So, just intermittents are really hard to track down. And just out of desperation, I got some of the, yanked on the wiring to get it into view. And there's about a 3-inch area that's covered with tape. And you can feel, okay, underneath there's some splices. I wonder if, so I'm peeling back all of the, this cloth, it's cloth-based electrical tape, basically. And kind of like black, thick black duct tape, but narrow. And, very, very carefully cutting this thing back so I don't snip the wires. And finally got to where the splices were and clip one of them. Then which wire is it, right? And, working through just painstakingly working through this thing. Took 2 days. But finally got the answer, so yay. Anyway, back to you, Theta, K06GH.
You are persistent. I think I would have just given up the ghost by now. So, written it off as a bad deal and moved on. It's nice to have that all-electric, though, isn't it? You don't have to pay $6 a gallon gas.
Well, and that was they made me do it. Guys, I didn't have to fix the car, but when you start putting gas up to that price, it's like, I'm fixing the car. I'm fixing the electric. So that was the thing that just pushed it over the edge, and I got to get this thing fixed. And they had there were butt splices, I think. You stick 2 wires in it, heat it up, and the solder melts. I think it was that kind of a thing. And when I got to, try to figure out which wire it is meant literally sticking needles into the car, into the wiring, to try to track down where the open was. And figured that out. Sewing needles are really skinny ones. You can poke it through the insulation without causing a big issue. And tracked that down, narrowed it down to about a 3-inch section with the splice kind of in the middle. And okay, so deep breath, cut the thing in half. And when I pulled on that part of the splice with where the wire was, the wire just came right out. So it was not soldered into that splice thing. And 16 years ago. Oh, God. Anyway, the Andy Weir thing sounds like a good movie to go see. I haven't seen an actual movie in a long time. So yeah, I might tee that one up for sometime this summer. Anyway, what else is today? Got a net tonight, and then family's coming tomorrow from the Monterey area and Lincoln, and we're getting together over the weekend. So good family time coming. K06GH, back to that.
Oh, I'm so glad. You'll enjoy the family time. And I will check out Dr. Becky. That sounds very good. I never did get that book finished, but my daughter said she waded through it, and she and her boyfriend, my daughter has a boyfriend, they've been reading it together so that they can go see the movie after they've read the book. He likes to read the books before he sees the movie. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the movie to come out, and I will just watch it there. That'll get it over with. Anyway, I'm looking forward to her movie review.
Always recommend reading the book before the movie. I did that with the Harry Potter series, at the insistence of my daughter, by the way. So, the younger one was a Harry Potter fan. But anyway, definitely, the pictures are better. The pictures are better in the book. Anyway, on with the day. K06GH, back to you.
On with the day indeed, and you have a good day. This is WA6TWF for the Coffee Break Net, WB6GFT. I don't have a name for you showing up on the log. Can you tell me that, please?
Well, let me correct it. That's phonetically, it's West Virginia 8 green fried tomatoes. And name here is Russ. I'm on the Fireside Echolink right now. Feels like I'm the only one in here, just about. I'm in Jackson County, West Virginia. Just been listening to you all for seems like an hour or so. And I'll let you respond to that.
Jackson County, West Virginia, that's beautiful country. And I'm glad that you're listening. You started to tell me your name, and then you went off to where you were, so I still don't have a name.
Okay, I must have had a brain go into neutral. Name here is Russ. Romeo Uniform Sugar Sugar. And on the Echolink, the Fireside, it shows my name and Jackson. Jackson is my Great Pyrenees puppy, who I've been outside for about a half an hour playing with her. And she was having a good time, but then the old man has to come in here and have a seat. Back to you.
So you got a little dog. I'm teasing you. I know the size of those Great Pyrenees, and that's a big dog. Fortunately, I mean, they've got good endurance, but they're not real high energy, bounce off the wall kind of dogs, are they?
Well, she seems to have a lot of energy, more than I got. I haven't weighed her recently. It's hard to weigh her. I've tried actually pick her up and get on the scales and then subtract my weight, but it's easier to just wait till I go by the vet when I go up to work. Actually, next Tuesday, I work up in Rockwood, Pennsylvania, at a campground called Scottyland, and I'm up there for the whole work camping season. I'm part of their maintenance crew. Back to you.
Oh, very good. When we were still camping, we thought about doing that, and never ended up quite getting to that point of doing it. But have you been supporting or participating in working at that camp?
Well, this will be the beginning of my third year, and I work part-time up there, or however long the boss wants me to work, and I work a lot with his son there, and this will be my third year. Last year, he loaned me the use of a camper, and then put me up next to the gate so it could be watched and closed at night as part of security, and that's great. And then it'll be moving me back down to what we call the overflow section, so someone else can have that same spot I used last year, because they got a huge camper that big enough to fit my house in. I always say that, and the boss says, no, it's not that big. Well, it's a little big, but I'll be back down that way because I'll have an outdoor shop maybe. I actually have two shops here in West Virginia, in Jackson County, and my third shop is like mobile, set up on their site. That's it for now. Go ahead and back to you.
Well, very good. Enjoy your camping, and I'm sure your pup will enjoy camping there with you. So that will be fun. He'll keep you good company.
She does. When we were at the gate site, people would stop when she was a baby. She still acts like a pup, but when she was more like 3 or 4 months old, she's almost a year old now. She'd quarrel and fuss and wiggle and wag her tail, and everybody would have to stop to pet her and all. And she would fall over on her back and get her belly such, and they'd bring her toys or treats. Her favorite toy is a rope-like toy that used to be shaped in a figure eight. And, yeah, right, it used to be in a figure eight shape. But she's going to need a new one soon. I just found this one when we were cleaning out one of the boss's rental houses. Getting on to the book, I hadn't heard of it until you all mentioned it. Actually, I've wrote books that's on Amazon, and the first one was called Time Voyagers, The Adventure Begins. And then I had the mistake of having my third wife. She helped edit it, and she was British. Okay, that made for interesting reading, but it's readable. And I've had 3 or 4 other books. One was called Elmer. Your all's last conversation was reminding me of it. About a rebellious kind of teenager, and but she got into finding her grandfather because her mother had wasn't very much of a nice mother. But okay, I'll see what else you got for me here. The weather is halfway decent here in West Virginia, so I'll turn it back to you. WV8GFT.
So R.J. Dean and A.J. Dean, Time Voyagers, the adventures begins on Kindle Unlimited. Okay, you got a taker here. I'll check you out.
If you have Kindle, I forget what it's called, but I think if you read it on your app, or Kindle, or something, I forget what it's called now. I've been so busy building a car right now, I forgot what it's called. It's free. I think it's free. That's the way I set it up if you had some electronic device. But it's kind of a fun book, but if you... the editor, which was my third wife, she was British. Then she had to translate it into Apple dialect and all. It made for interesting reading. And some people said, "Oh, guys, you need serious editing." Yeah, I need an American editor there. So, yeah, that made quite a catch there. I've outlived 3 of us. So, I just finally stopped there. I was working on book number 6, and I just lost interest in doing it at the moment. It was called The Crysters, based on a few other characters, like the Bickersons, an old radio show, and I don't know who else, but it was going to be fun, but I just never did get really going at it to get it finished. Back to you here.
Well, I just dropped it into my library, so I will give it a check out, and I will be prepared for Britishisms with an Appalachian accent, which sounds amusing right there in and of itself. Very good. Well, I'm glad that you checked in, and I hope you come back and check in with us again. Give your pup a pat on the head for us, and enjoy your time at the campground.
Thank you so much. Right now, I'm tacking together a modified replica of a 1901 Ford horseless carriage, and that's a mouthful. I'm tacking it together, the body, because I'm going to take it back apart and load it on the truck and take it up to camp with me to finish up there. And then, after camp season is over, I have to take it on Route 66, which is 100 years old this year, along with America being 250 years old. Top speed will be 50 miles an hour, and I'm going to have to figure something out on that because 66 turns into Interstate 80 in places. I have to check to see, can I do it? And that's about it for me. I'll just be listening the rest of the time here. Back to you, West Virginia 8, green fried tomatoes.
I love those, the way you've done that. West Virginia 8, green fried tomatoes. Pleasure to talk to you, and you have a great day. This is W6EK. This is the Coffee Break Net. Who else do I have out there who wants to talk about books? Books seems to be the topic of the day. Who's out there?
N2DYI.
W2VX.
KC8 Fox Plane Vector. KC8FQV.
K6DCL. Good morning.
All right, let me see what I've got here. K6DCL, got you in there. KC8FQV, W2VX, and N2DYI. Who did I miss? Oh, apparently nobody. So, Patrick, good morning. N2DYI.
Good morning, Theta, and everyone on the net. Hope everyone's doing well. Thursday. Haven't given it a chance to do anything yet, so don't know what that means, but Thursday anyway.
Don't tell me you're having another Thursday.
Well, I actually can't tell you that yet because, like I said, I haven't really given it a chance to do anything yet, so it may or may not happen. I don't know. Just woke up about 20 minutes ago, and
it's a day so far. And that's really about all I know. You're talking about books. I haven't really read anything really interesting lately. I guess the last thing I started on but haven't finished, got distracted by stuff and I need to get back to it, was the Bobaverse series. I read the first 3 books when they came out, and there are since 2 more of them. I started reading the 4th one, and then I got on a plane and kind of forgot about it. I need to restart that. I don't really see how the rest of this is going to go, because 3 ended in such a natural place that if there were no more books ever, it would probably be okay. So I'm kind of curious to see how the series continues.
Okay, is that Bobaverse? Babaverse?
It's Bob, like the guy, B-O-B, B-O-B-I-V-E-R-S-E. It's a series by Dennis E. Taylor, and it's kind of a thing. It starts off with a guy named Robert Johansson who dies in a tragic accident very shortly after being agreed to be cryogenically frozen, and he wakes up as a space probe, and things get really interesting.
Oh, well, there's another one to put on my list. It's got really good ratings. That sounds like, boy, all kinds of options for spinning that one around.
Yeah, it's pretty good. The first one was, I think, really great. The second one was kind of meh. Well, it got better in the second half. And the third one was also pretty good, I thought. But I especially enjoyed the first one, and I haven't read the last 2 yet.
Well, I had to go into my Kindle Unlimited library and return some books. They tell me I have too many out. Okay, well, now I have Bobaverse. I will go check it out. We Are Legion, it says.
Yep, We Are Legion. That's the first one. I think I read that in when did that come out? 2017 or something like that? I'm trying to remember. But yeah, I read all 3 of those pretty much as soon as they were released. I couldn't read them back to back, but yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
Very good. Well, I've got all kinds of reading to do. Right now I've got a couple of actually analog books that I checked out of the library. I'm rereading the Lois Bujold, B-U-J-O-L-D, her series on Miles Barcosia, which is a science fiction series, and I've got to remember what happens to Miles, all kinds of exciting things.
I've heard of those. I have not read any of it. There's a few things, and I'm supposed to be into science fiction and into weird things like that, and then I haven't read. Just kind of stare at me in a.
All of a sudden, you've started dropping out. What's going on?
The world is ending and everything is falling over because it's Thursday. Other than that, everything's fine. I don't know.
Oh, don't say that. No end worlds. We're going to go on forever. I've been looking at this series on, I think, Netscape, or Netflix rather, about the dinosaurs, and every dinosaur that they introduce, then it gets killed and eaten by some other dinosaur. It's almost depressing.
Well, it's a natural chain of events, I guess. It just keeps going upward.
Yeah, well, interesting. It is an interesting series. They've done really interesting things with the CGI, but it's narrated by Morgan Freeman, so he narrates it very well. So you do get the whole sense of what's going on with it, and but like I say, every little dinosaur that comes along with great future and great promise for the future, and then it gets eaten. And I guess that is kind of how life goes. So we are insulated from that kind of stuff. So yeah, we don't really think about being eaten.
Well, the only way to be protected is to be a big dinosaur, I guess. Hey, that has so many metaphors.
It does indeed. Our grandson next year, this wild school that he's in, World Class Academy, they are going to have a semester in South Africa. And I said, and they ride mountain bikes. And I said, well, you're going to be chased by lions? Hopefully not.
Well, yeah, that could be a slight problem. Hopefully you just have really, really fast mountain bikes and your terrain is agreeable to getting away pretty fast.
Well, he broke his collarbone, and that is all healed. He had to do 20 push-ups to prove that he was ready to get back in action again. So, although knowing him, he's probably been riding his mountain bike and jumping over jumps for weeks now, even though he wasn't authorized to do that. But he is now officially healed and can get back on his bike and go do crazy, stupid things.
Sounds exciting in whatever way you call exciting, I guess. Anyway, yeah, I don't really have too much more to add. Let's see, we're going to be up in the lower 60s today. Yesterday and the day before we got down into the 20s, and by Sunday we'll be in the 80s again because, standard weather patterns. We used to know what those were, I think.
It's called the spring schizophrenia.
Yeah, it's definitely doing that this year. I think a little more than normal. So we've gone through these cycles a couple of times now already this month. So more of it, I guess. Anyway, Theta, I'll let you get on with the rest of the net. Good to hear you this morning. And we'll say 7-3 for now. Everyone have a great Thursday. W6EWF and 2DYI.
Well, you have a great Thursday, too, and I'm not even going to be sarcastic about it. W2VX, you understand bicycle adventures. How are you doing? Did I lose Doug? W2VX. Oh, he must have gone off on his morning bike ride down to the river. Very well. KC8FQV. Good morning. Okay, now I'm getting paranoid. KC8FQV. K6DCL. Dave, are you still with me?
I am still with you, Theta. So don't worry, your radio is perfect, and not everybody hangs around. And sometimes, to some people, in and out means just that. That's all they're going to transmit. It's like our when you want to end the net, that's what it means. Anyway, that's okay. The gentleman from West Virginia was very, very interesting to me. He's someone I'd like to meet, but and a writer of books, which is rare in our world. When you like radios, you listen more than read. That's me. Anyway, Lucy's reading, and she loves to read too, but she reads mostly short stuff. And but she does read. She loves it. And you know, if I get a technical manual, that's about as good as it gets. Other than that, we're doing fine down here in Jamestown. Nice and sunny day. Supposed to be in the low 80s again. It's just been beautiful. Not terribly hot. I can do low 80s. And I actually have shorts on, which just amazed me that I had them on this early. And I know I'm going to have long pants on again here shortly. Or, boy, that sounds like a double entendre or whatever. Anyway, I just wanted to say hello to you guys. Hope you're doing well. And hopefully we will talk to you next week. K6DCL 73.
7-3, Dave. You and Lucy have a great day, and enjoy the lovely weather. This is W6EK for the Coffee Break Net. Let me go through some of the stuff we do here. Tonight is the weekly 2-meter net, where you learn such important things as the ARRL news, the satellite report, and the infamous mystery question. And I have a problem now when I listen in. I can't give you the answer because I always gave whatever answer Ray gave, and he was always right. Miss Ray. Let's see. I think tomorrow night is trivia night, so that's something to look forward to. We enjoy playing trivia, and we like actually learn some new things from that. Let's see, Monday night at 6 p.m. on the repeater is the All Nodes Net, and first and third Wednesday, also on the repeater at 7:30, is the Elmer Net. So if you have a problem, they have answers. Many answers sometimes, but most of them work. Otherwise, the second and fourth Wednesday is in the shack on the club Zoom room, and that's kind of Elmer Net on steroids, where you can actually see what somebody's holding up and say, see this little part right here? You need to do that. So that's a good way to learn what's going on. So those are some things to listen in for. A reminder again, March 28th is the Loomis Ham Fest, and they're still looking for a few volunteers to help with, directing traffic, parking. If you ever wanted to tell somebody where to go, there's your chance. You can sign up and do that. Donuts and will be served. They're looking for Elmers to help squire new people around through the Ham Fest and look at all this stuff. And what a great way to do it. See, oh, look, here, that's what this is, that's what this is. You need to have one of those. Go buy one of those. Oh, wait, I need to have one of those, too. Fun times. I am W6EK. This is the Coffee Break Net. Who else is out there? Let me know if you're an in and out. I will try and make note of that, put you at the top of the list.
Well, KCFQ, I checked in. You might have called. I might have dozed out. KCFQV.
AI6US. I also probably dozed out.
Oh, that last one was nothing but scrambled eggs.
K4LGI in and out.
N7MSM.
Okay, I got Marv in 7MSM and Sam, K4LGI is in and out. I'll get right back to you. Brian, AI6US. And let me go up to KC8FQV. Yes, I did call you, but wakey wakey.
Well, you want to say good morning and to you guys and everything. Yeah, warming up today. The last time I looked it was 39. I haven't looked lately. But the sun's out and yeah, well, I did a net overnight. I did the red, after the red-eye net, another net that Mike does, ULC, and he just makes sure he helps get the drivers from point A to point B. And at 2 o'clock in the morning, our time, 11 o'clock West Coast time. So I was in there, and then I was doing other things. So obviously I didn't go to sleep very early. I slept some yesterday, but of course I did a lot of nets yesterday too. So I just want to stop by and say good morning, good day, and we'll send it back to net. And yeah, there's always something happening on some repeater somewhere. So we'll send it back to net control, KC8FQV.
Well, go take a nap. This is W6EWF. AI6US, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Theta and Gerry. Now, just a reminder that tomorrow is our 6th anniversary of the Coffee Break Net. So I know that net control operators from the past 6 years will be dropping in to maybe share a memory or a person, a conversation that we've had sometime over the past 73,000 check-ins. That's a lot of key-ups over the past 6 years. But anyway, tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific time. And I know that you and Gerry, I think, are planning on stopping by as well. And yeah, we'll just try sharing a funny memory or somebody that maybe a very memorable conversation with. So hard to believe it's been 6 years. And thank you guys so much for being net control ops.
It is hard to believe it's been 6 years and 72,600 and, 72,763. That's you. That's your number. Some adventures, and somebody hopefully will come on and say, comment.
Oh, we've had a lot of characters in and out throughout the past 6 years. You know, we've lost some good friends, and we've gained a whole heck of a lot of new friends through this net. And yeah, just the crazy thing is, a lot of people don't know this, but I knew you only as Gerry's wife, who I think she has a license. And look at you now. We all know Theta.
I'm famous, or maybe I'm infamous. You never can tell.
Both and all the above. Well, I'm going to hop out of here, but yeah, it's welcome to you and everybody to drop by tomorrow, and I'm sure we're going to hear about the early days, where toilet paper is available, what line to get into, is the post office open because of COVID? I mean, you think back to the early days, pretty interesting. Instant pots. Think of all the things that we've talked about and all the money that is made through Amazon because of things we talked about. And I wouldn't be eating Instant Pot smoky ribs if it wouldn't have been for your recipe. So there we go. You have a wonderful day. It is just a gorgeous day here in Meadow Vista. It's going to be a warm one, but blue skies, the sun is out, and those Canada geese, man, they're noisy.
They are indeed, and I've got a ringtone that is recording the Canada geese down in the pasture one morning when they were being particularly vociferous, and that came on this morning at 6:55, and those damn birds, and then I realized, oh yeah, it means I need to wake up and get moving. Anyway, yes, well, tomorrow's going to be a fun day, and look forward to hearing all the stories. You have a great day today, and say hi to Lynn when she gets home for us.
Will do. Today is her Friday, so she has every weekend is a 3-day weekend for her. So I know she looks forward to. She even listens into the Coffee Break Net occasionally on Friday. You have a great day. Good morning, AI6US.
And W6EK Sam, good morning, K4LGI. How is Denver?
Well, Denver's shrubs are budding out in green. A few blossoms out here and there, and expected to be in the low 80s today. So rah, 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 cheer for that here. And I don't know if we're going to get another visit from Old Man Winter or not, but last year snowed in April, so could happen. Just listening to everybody talking about books here. I lived a very intense life from day one. I just didn't have time to do too much in that area. I worked on a farm there. Went off to school, worked my way through school there in 4 years, and just one intense thing after another here, dealing with something for the last, before the turn of the century, really. It's very intense all the time. But I did glance over and Google that Project Hail Mary, and it looked pretty imaginative, and it did capture my attention a little bit, just when they were describing it. And I'm actually be interesting because it's such a large. Maybe I'll try to do something there and check that out more. So I think it was in and out originally, so but I guess a little bit slow, so I maybe get the full 2 minutes. I don't know. Just got back from having coffee and whatnot, kicking back, listening the entire time, just about. And now I'm trying to figure out the rest of the day. Yesterday I jogged a little bit, not much, and my ankles were sore, so a little sore. So I'll have to try to adjust, see how long it would take me to get to the point where that doesn't happen. But at 82, I think at 80, the bottom falls out a lot more so than any other turning point than 70, 60, or 50. So I got to put up with that type of stuff, I guess. Thanks a lot here, Theta, and good morning to everybody from Denver, K4LGI.
Hey, if you can still jog, you're doing good. I admire that. You have a great day, Sam, and let your ankles recover before you go abusing them again like that. This is W6EK for the Coffee Break Net in 7MSM. Good morning, Marv. How are you and Tracy today?
In 7MSM. Good morning. We're doing terrific, in fact. We just dropped the dog off at my daughter's house in Roseville. She's going to babysit while we're in Mexico. Now we're on the way to Sutter to hopefully get the cast off my hand and get a tinier one. And then we leave at about noon tomorrow to head to San Francisco Airport. So life is good.
Very good. Well, you will have a great time down there basking in the sunshine.
Yes, indeed. I was teasing Brian yesterday, but I was about 2 seconds that I needed to run into my doctor's appointment in Roseville. And as I was coming down, everybody was talking about food and recipes and stuff. I had told them that yesterday before that I had to stay away from the net because it was one of those days where you couldn't eat before a procedure. And I said, if you have to do that, being on the net is not the place to be because you hear about all these great things you have to eat.
Oh, yes, that procedure. Well, let's see. We haven't really talked much about food on this net. It's just been all books. So it's safe for you to listen to it.
Yeah, well, I'm good to go. Other than that, I hope all is well. And we're over by the mall over here in Roseville. You guys tell Gerry hi. And you guys have a wonderful day in 7MSM Mobile.
Well, I hope you and Tracy have a marvelous time in Mexico. Maggie said that some friends of hers were down there when everything got too exciting, and said that the worst thing was they didn't know what was going on. They got shepherded into a big conference room in the middle of this facility where they were staying, and nobody knew what was happening, and so that made it particularly scary. But apparently everything has calmed down and back to normal again, so you should have a great time.
Yeah, that's kind of what we heard. In fact, I was laughing. I was reading a story about it, and it was talking about the cartel people there that were trying to burn cars up, and they would stop cars and ask the people to get out of the vehicles. Then they would light them on fire. And then one group, they didn't know how to, they couldn't get back up the road. The road was closed, so they went down to the marina, and they got put on a day boat or something going somewhere for the day. They watched it from out from the harbor.
I might like that better than being stuck in a conference room.
I agree with that. And they said nothing happened. Everything was just, a great time. They just thought somebody had told them, go to the beach. Don't go through town right now. So, and I had heard it was virtually the next day it was calm again. And I heard the government had brought in 400 people, our Army people, to give the visitors assurance that everything was under control. So it'll be just fine. I'm more worried about the delays in the airports with TSA than I am about being in Mexico.
I understand. Well, you guys have a great time, and we look forward to talking to you when you get back.
You bet. Hopefully I'll catch you. We'll be back on the 30th. You have a wonderful day today. Talk to you later in 7MSM.
This is W6EK. This is the Coffee Break Net. Who else do we have out there who wants to chime in and talk about books? Or we haven't had any chicken recipes, so anybody's favorite chicken recipe, or whatever we want to talk about. This is your moment to shine. This is W6EK. Who's out there?
Okay, 3 Victor Golf, Mike.
KG6PIX, sorry, there's my other radio. I can't get onto this Rockland, and apparently I don't get in too much here. KG6PIX.
Okay, I got KG6PIX, and I think it's KB6 Victor Golf Mike, is that correct?
K3 Victor Golf Mike, back here in Pennsylvania.
Okay, K Victor Golf Mike. How is Pennsylvania these days?
Well, Pennsylvania is not too bad. It's actually around 50 degrees. The last I looked at my temperature. But it was cold here yesterday and the day before that, so winter doesn't want to let go of us completely. But it's supposed to be back to near 75 on Sunday, so up and down we go. I hope everybody back there has a good day. Good morning to you, Gerry, Rocky, and the rest. I think you've got another dog. I don't remember his name, though. K3BTM. Back to you, Theta.
Thank you for the good wishes, Jimmy. Yes, we just have Rocky. For a while, we had our daughter's dog, Mizo, but actually, it was our ex-son-in-law's dog. Poor dog has kind of got passed around from person to person. Now she's living up with our ex-son-in-law's sister, who has a farm, and I'm sure that she's having a great time chasing all the gophers up there and anything else that can be chased. Rats, mice. I'm sure the barn is very clear now that she has done her job. Let's see. This is W6EK KG6PIX. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. Theta to that KG6PIX. I realized with my handheld and my little bouncing, I like those little things. I'm here before them, but I guess the stocking doesn't always work. It plugs them inside in the building in Rockland. So I decided to use my Echolink. But this is KG6PIX, just kind of listening in today with all the conversations. And yeah, speaking of food, I made myself my daily 2 eggs, and I added some bacon and cottage cheese and a little orange juice. So, but I do need the coffee because I am teleworking today.
Well, your system's working great, so thanks for checking in with us, and yes, enjoy your listening on the side while you're teleworking.
That is the idea. I got plenty of cases, plenty of people that always want long-term disability, so I'm glad I have 3 days a week of telework now, but I know those allergies are kicking in too, because even with the air purifier and just the sliding glass door kind of slightly cracked, I do feel the allergies. But anyway, all is well. I guess this is more of a quick in now because I'm working, but I try to get on here more often. KG6PIX.
Well, thanks for getting in, and that's the nice thing about working from home. You can kind of listen on the side, and we can keep you company while you're working. Hopefully you don't have to pay too much attention to us, or you can pay more attention to us than the work. Whatever works for you. You have a great day, Max, and thanks for checking in. This is W6EK for the Coffee Break Net. Anybody else out there who wants to join in this last 15 minutes?
Kilo November 6, Whiskey, Quebec Uniform K in 6WQU. Good morning.
Well, KN6WQU, good morning. What are you up to today?
Good morning, Theta, Gerry, Rocky in the net. This is KN6WQU. Well, let's see, I don't have, it's a normal day in paradise, right? I mean, this hot weather I could do without, that's for sure. Having to bring out the tents already. The pop-up tents, that is. I got an 8x8 and a couple 10x10s. One I like, one of the legs broke on it, so I have another 10x10 that I need to take some parts off of it because it's broken and repair the one that I like. So I haven't had a chance to do that yet, so I haven't really been using any of them. Hopefully I can get what I need to get done that's in the shade or whatever the case may be until I can get that fixed. So hopefully I can get on that right away. Let's see, not too many more updates here. All the same stuff really. As far as the AC system is concerned, I kind of passed it off to a friend to hopefully he's going to take care of him here on out. We'll see. It was boggling my mind too much and causing me to do all kinds of other stuff that I should have not been doing. So just stay focused on work and pass it off to somebody that knows what they're doing. And then in addition to that, now that the heat is no longer needed, the AC works fantastic. So that even gives my friend an idea that we can try to figure it out. So anyway, let's see. That's pretty much all I got. Back over to you guys.
Oh, well, today I am sure you're going to be really happy about that AC working. Is Heather still out visiting her daughter?
No. So there's a controversy with that. Apparently, she was supposed to be in some other country or something like that from what Heather knew last of, and then she was talking to one of the other daughters on the family Facebook group, and Heather's like, well, wait a minute, why you? Because she even made some point that she was eating some French fries or something. She goes, you're in another country. Why the hell are you eating French fries? You know what I mean? Go try other things. So she's like, well, Mom, I'm not. So I don't know. She was confused that she was somewhere and she wasn't. So apparently now she's going to be going out to some other. I don't know. They don't. I really haven't found exactly where they're going yet because it keeps changing. So once I know, I'll let you know.
Very good. Yes, the family mysteries. Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Life can be like that sometimes. Our kids are definitely the where in the world is Carmen Sandiego type of kids. Our younger daughter and her family are heading out to New Zealand, I think, this week. And, one of those super cheap fares she found that pop up and they're good for about 10 minutes. And she snagged them, and they're off to New Zealand and having all kinds of fun things planned for that. So looking forward to reports from them about their trips there. But you never know where my kids and grandkids are going to be. They are just all over the place.
Yeah, that's the way Alexis is going to be, I'm sure, because she's so used to bouncing around and all that stuff, the military's going to take her everywhere, but there's some other different news, though, I guess I can share. I'm not sure if it's true or not either, but I think my son has made me grandpa number 2 again, so I'm not sure. He's having a lot of issues at home right now. He wants to be a little boy still. He wants to play games, and he doesn't want to take work seriously, and his wife-to-be is freaking out, because she's like, you don't really care about if we have a roof over our head or not. He'd rather play games with his brother before he gets deployed. And it's like, you know what, that's enough of that, so I had to talk with him. Hopefully he straightened it up, but now the news came back that we're having another baby. It's like, come on, guys. You guys got to get it together first. So, I don't know. Hopefully it all works out. I'm going to leave it in God's hands for that. So That's all I got about that.
Oh, well, congratulations on the new baby, but yeah, yes, you gotta just knuckle down and provide. So hopefully that happens. Well, you have a good day. Don't get overheated. Drink lots of water, and yeah, you don't. No terrible jobs, I hope.
Yeah, I hope not either. I gotta go. Well, that's not true. I do gotta go work on this Audi, but it's going to be in the garage, and I believe it's leaking from the turbo. So overjoyed. KN6WQ. Thanks for guys running the net, and everybody have a great day.
You have a great day too. This is W6EWF. This is the Coffee Break Net. Who else is out?
KN6HF.
KB6 SSN recheck.
Hang on just a minute. I've got to deal with another phone call. I'll be right back. Yeah, thanks, guys. I just got a phone call, and it comes out in my ears and is very distracting. Okay, let's see. Back to who wants to check in? Anybody else? All right, let's see. I got a recheck with Tom, KB6SSN, and then there was somebody that was quick keying that there was a 6HF. Can I get a fill on that, please?
Good morning. Kilowatt, November 6, Hotel Foxtrot.
Okay. I'll get right back to you. Tom, KB6SSN for your recheck. What do you have for us?
Well, good morning again, Theta. KB6SSN Tom here. Yes, I was just curious. I got called away and didn't have a chance to listen to the entire net. But I had asked the question, had anybody seen or did have an opinion of the movie Hail Mary? And here it is, the end of the net, so I thought I'd check in with you and see what the general consensus might be.
Well, a lot of people like the book, and the movie comes out tomorrow, so I guess we don't know until tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Well, I received the notice yesterday, so I thought it was already out. My mistake. Okay, very good. Well, I guess we don't have much of a consensus at all, do we? But the book is good, I'm told, and I have the book right here, so I'll give it a shot. Thank you. 73.
So now you know. KN6HF, good morning.
And a very good morning to you as well. I'm happy to hear this net. I'm just getting back on the air after a more than brief time away. And I'm very interested in hearing about this coffee break book net, because I actually read books with paper pages.
Very good, very good. Well, I like both. So, in fact, I'm doing a paper page book right now. Yeah, can I get a name, please, for our log?
Yes, the name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo.
Very good, Dave. Yeah, I'm glad that you found us and checked in. The Coffee Break Net is every day. I mean, literally every day from 6:30 to 10 Pacific time. And we have there's no particular conversation that we're having. It's just whatever is the topic du jour, which can be far range.
Comment.
Internet disconnected.
And you can share your dog food recipe. We share all kinds of recipes. Glad that you found us, and we look forward to talking to you again. This is W6EK. Who else is out there for the tail end of the Coffee Break Net?
Kilo Echo 6, Juliet Echo Mary. Just driving home. This is John in Roseville, and I just coming back from the gym.
Kilo Echo 6, Juliet Echo Mary. Good for you, going to the gym. Get up and get going right on it, and get your day started with being energized.
Yep. I just started my first QSO after 55 years this Monday of this week. And so far, really enjoying talking on the repeater here. I come from an old Theta view, 80-40 meter tube era, and now I'm in a digital repeater era, which is completely different, and I'm totally lost. So needing lots of Elmer help. And in fact, I was on talking to somebody earlier this morning about how I fill out my logbooks, and he gave me some good information on that. So, little bits and pieces here and there, I'm starting to pick it back up. But it's been 55 years for me since I was a ham, and it's a lot changed since then, but it's fun getting back into the hobby again.
55 years, that's excellent. Yes, the hobby does change, and That's one nice thing about it. It keeps your brain green and growing when you learn new stuff. So, yes, learn all about digital. And there are all kinds of people who can give you help and advice. And most of it's good stuff.
I appreciate the encouragement. I don't know if my brain is green or not, but I'll take that as a compliment, maybe. So I'm just pulling into the house here. I'm going to sign off 73, and I'll be heading over to my ranch over in Napa Valley tomorrow, and hoping to maybe connect with some people over there. I don't know if I can hit the W6EK repeater from there or not, but I know there's some local repeaters in Napa Valley. So anyway, looking forward to some further QSOs later this week. 73, Kilo Echo Mary, Kilo Echo 6, Juliet Echo Mary, signing out. Thank you.
Well, turn your radio on as you drive over there, and we can keep you company for at least part of your trip. You have a great day today. This is W6EWF. Who's out there for a last... Oh, let's see. We just hit 10 o'clock. So I will take log-onlys or quick in and outs. Who's out there?
W1ATV, just back from a doggy walk.
W8LDT, Tim, Michigan Mobile. Good morning, Gerry, Theta, and Rocky. Have a great day.
Kilo. JD6Q8 Speeder. Log only, good morning. It's Theta, Gerry, and Rocky, and everyone.
N5TIN for the log.
WB7 UKX, log only.
All right, let's see. My ears aren't as good as Jerry's at this, so let me see what I've got. KB7 QZS, was that correct?
No, they did. Kilo Delta 6, Quebec, Zilla, Delphine, and Elk Grove.
Okay, Peter, I got you. KD6QZH. I got W8LDT for the log and W1ATB. I got a something TIN. Can I get a fill for that, please?
November 5, Tango, India, November.
You're quick keying on me, so all I get is the TIN.
Okay, try again. November 5, Tango, India, November.
There you are. November 5, Tango, India, November. Okay, I got you in the log. So let's see. Go up to Aaron, W1ATB. How was your walk?
Good morning, Theta and Gerry. I know he's not around, but good morning to the net. W1ATV here. The walk was good. You had to do it before it gets too much warmer. It's currently 72. When I left, it was like 67. So, 4 or 5 degrees, this and that, a little bit of time. So it's going to be another hot one today, so I had to get that done earlier so that, one, it's not too hot to walk, and two, it's not too hot on the doggy's paws.
Oh, I know. We got booties for our previous dog to keep her from getting hot paws, which she knew how to take off faster than I could put them on, and it was kind of like this comedy routine. You get the booty on one paw, you're struggling to get it on the other paw, and she already has it off the first paw. We finally just gave them away.
Yeah, I did that. I had a Chihuahua. My ex-wife has him now. He's like 16 or 17 years old. But back when he was young, we did the same thing, so his little feet wouldn't get cold, and he didn't like keeping them on. And when he did have them on, he could barely walk. His feet would go everywhere, so he didn't last very long. It was sure cute.
That's like watching a cat walk in snow for the first time. Take a step, shake the foot, take another step, shake the foot. Yep, I understand that.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway, not too much else going on today. I got the day off, got some honeydews to do here, got to go do some stuff to the RV, get it ready. It's got to have another smog check, so I got to go out and get it ready for that. And other than that, not too much going on, just trying to stay cool.
Yep, it's sad when we have to worry about that in March. We should be able to go out and run around and do lots of things, but it'll cool down a little bit later on. Our weatherman Mark assured us of that.
Yeah, not too worried about it. Just trying not to use the air conditioning yet, so keeping the house as cool as possible, as long as possible, before I had to turn that thing on. So anyway, I hope you have an awesome day. It's good talking to you. Kind of looking forward to tomorrow. It'll be our 6th-year anniversary. That's kind of cool. And then, of course, a week from Saturday, is the big day of the Loomis Hamfest. So getting a few things ready for that as well. So, all right, you guys have a great day. 73 W1ATV.
You have a great day too, Aaron, and pet the dog. Play with the dog. This is W6EK. Who's out there wants to be log-only or extremely quick in and outs, give me your call twice. That will help me.
Kilo Mike 6, Mike for the log, please. Kilo Mike 6, Mike for the log, please.
WB7 UKX, Whiskey Bravo 7, Uniform Kilo X-Ray, Mike log only.
Okay, I got WB7 UKX for the log. We got you in the log. You have a great day. And Mike, KM6MM, got you in the log. Have a great day. Anybody else? Last call.
November 1, Yankee Charlie November. Another Mike from Elk Grove.
Kilo Bravo 7, Delta Foxtrot Papa KB 7 DFP, Ken in Twin Falls, steamed eggs.
Okay, got Ken, the KB7DFP, and N1CYCN. Can't even read my own writing. Good morning, Mike. I got you in the log. So what's for breakfast? What's for lunch today, Ken? KB7DFP.
To have steamed eggs. Anyway, Brian doesn't approve of that, but I like it.
Well, I used up all the eggs yesterday making chocolate chip cookies, so I can't do that, but I think I'll have to go get eggs, because that sounds good to me. Actually, I have a little, these little cups that I can put in water and end up making a poached egg out of it, which I guess is essentially the same thing as a steamed egg. Well, good lunchtime. You have a great day, Ken. Always nice checking in with you.
You could have your cookies for breakfast and say you're getting your eggs for the day. KB7DFP.
That's like that old classic funny bit about Dad is great, gives us chocolate cake. It has flour, it has milk, it has eggs. What's wrong with that for breakfast? Sounds like a great breakfast to me. Well, and I can't eat the cookies because our grandson is here, and the cookies are gone.
Okay, you have a great day then. KB70FP clerk.
You too, Ken. Okay, I am going to say this has been the Coffee Break Net. The Coffee Break Net is sponsored by the Sierra Foothills Amateur Radio Club on the W6EK Repeater, which is located in Auburn, California, where the sun is always shining, the birds are singing, and the fish are jumping, and that's definitely true today. Everyone have a lovely day. This is WA6CWF saying bye-bye.